everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Hi, if you're new here, welcome. Today I am doing a layout for Colorcast Designs, and I am using that Together Forever acrylic piece along with the 3 hearts connected together. There are pieces that come with this that go inside those hearts. I am not using those pieces, but I can use them on something else later. So here I am actually doing a layout of my mom and dad, and me and my friend Susanna do a heritage series every month. We did skip 1 month, Christmas and everything. So we're back on now. And I did another layout for that. I think yesterday is when it went up. And I used Colorcast Design products in that as well. But these just seemed perfect for these layouts of my parents, and it's just the first thing I thought of, so I wanted to use them for this album that I'm making for them, about them, about their lives. I had my mom do a ton of journaling, and there's, the journaling is with the pictures and everything like that, so that I have it. And so that's what I'm doing here. I'm going to go ahead and do this layout of my mom and dad and my oldest brother. So I cut that piece for the top. I am using, Farmstead Harvest, I think. I'll have to link it in the description box below. But it's an American Crafts collection. And I cut a chunk for the top, and then I added another little red line of it to just kind of layer it, give it a little more breakup between the white background with the mushrooms and stuff and the white cardstock. So I added that red. Here I cut a strip and kind of turned it into a flip so that I can have my mom's journaling kind of hid underneath the photo. There's a little bit of it that I already adhered to the back of the photo, but I wanted to have room for more of it. So I also took my scissors again instead of ripping, because I don't do it that much. I like the control of what I do here with the scissors. So I did that to both of those pieces that I'm going to adhere there. And then I move on with trying to figure out what embellishments I'm going to use and what I'm going to stick where. So I'm going to go ahead and slide this under, and I'm not adhering them all the way down, as you can see right there. That way I can slide things under if I would like to. And I love this Together Forever little acrylic piece because it's gorgeous. And I'm moving it around to make sure I actually use the end of the R to hold my photo down. And you'll see me mess with that again here later. I tucked this under. I wanted some more color down there. But like I was saying, I love this Together Forever acrylic piece. And my mom, while she was journaling, she was just talking about how they were at the river and one of their many days of fun, sun, friends, and kids. And I thought it was awesome. But all I can think of when I look at this picture is the way my mom is looking at my dad. It's just so sweet, so loving. And so I thought it was great that they captured this photo. And to see my brother so young, it's so funny. Here I'm creating a little tab so that I can go ahead and add it to my photo and be able to flip it up. That people know that it's supposed to be flipped up. But I guess really with the fact that it has some dimension and it does pop open unless I keep that R over it, that people would know. I'm just layering some things here. I decided not to use that because it was too close to the color of the red polka dot that I have up there already. So I add this darker tag. But I add the red one behind, and it's not for journaling or anything. It's just added there. I just wanted a little more color up top. So I'm going to go ahead and add that tag to the back of my little flap there so that I can go ahead and start adhering things down. This is not a really complicated layout or anything like that. It went quite smoothly. Here, I decided to cut a portion of that scalloped piece off because there was just this small little white area to the right of the photo, and I didn't like it. And I didn't want to stick my photo right up against the edge, so I just went ahead and cut that off and just, tucked it over there to the right. And I'll just glue that down along with the other piece. It worked that way because then there wasn't just that empty space over there. So I'm going to go ahead and use my score tape and adhere this down. with my pockets and stuff, I like to use a lot of the time specific tapes because they do hold better, or, you know, my specific glues. I went ahead and added some glue underneath that tag and tacked it down. And then I'm folding that and I'm pulling out my twine because I am going to add twine into all 3 of those tags. It includes the one on the photo. But yeah, I just put it in from behind, and I do tie a little knot in each of them. That way it won't come undone because this twine is pretty, like, it doesn't really want to do much of what I want it to do. And the first piece I got for that small tag on the photo was just too small, so I went ahead and cut another one. I go through bouts where I remember to put twine in all of my tags, and then there's times where I don't even notice or remember until I am doing my voiceover. I keep trying. I've got like 4 different kinds sitting up on my desk, so I'm trying to do better. Here, I'm trying to figure out where I can lay this to where it's going to allow my photo to open, but hold it down at the same time. So when I'm actually adding my glue here, I left it off the R, like the end of the R, just so that I can go ahead and make sure to be able to pull it up. Just went ahead and placed something on top of that so that it'll hold down while I'm still doing other things. I added that puffy sticker and it says family. The one up top says gather, and then I added that cute little mushroom. And I had a few other little mushrooms, so I added one on both sides, down by the forever, and one on top of the forever. Here is a little bit of the journaling, just some of the basic that my mom had done. The rest of it is behind, you know, I'll be putting behind the photo. But it, like I said, it just talks about the fact that, you know, it's one of their many days at the river in California, you know, fun in the sun. But until, you know, I add my splatters, because of course, this is something that I'm doing on a constant now. But before I add my splatters, or before I add my journaling, those little journaling pieces I was going to put down there, I went ahead and pulled out my Prima metallic watercolors. I'm using the black right now. But then I will also dip into that rusty red color. It matches so well with this collection. I go ahead, clean my brush off, and I go ahead and dip right into it. And I don't sprinkle as much of this as I did the black, but it just matches that color perfectly. So I figured, why not? I will put that up into the side, and I'll wipe my desk here in a second, and it just smears. It's horrible. You saw my little hand shoot out there like, oh my gosh. So I leave it alone for a minute. I trim this journaling tag off. I just take the house off the bottom of it because I just wanted the color down there. And I'm going to put those 3 acrylic hearts down here at the bottom, around where I'm going to have that little bit of journaling showing. I'll roll this off with my my paper towel there for a second, and then I'm going ahead and I'll move this and actually clean up that desk. I need to repaint the top of my desk because my glass mat has scratched my desk, and if you see, there's like perfectly circle marks on my desk. That's from my glass mat as well. It like ripped the paint off the top of my desk. Don't know why. So I'm gonna have to figure out a way to take care of that because it's looking a little grungy to me and it's not wanting to come off because stuff has gotten down in those grooves where my glass mat has scratched my desk. I didn't think it could do that. Anyways, little rant over, sorry. Here I am going ahead and gluing down just that little basic, you know, the little bit of journaling there. I had typed that up on my typewriter. The rest of it is in my mom's handwriting. But here I decided I'm going to back these acrylic hearts with papers from this collection. And actually that one right there is from Fancy Pants. The one over there to the right where my left, where my scissors are sitting. That's from Fancy Pants Enchanted Gardens. And the rest is Farmstead Harvest. But the color just goes well. So I'm going to put that behind one heart. I'm going to glue it down, and then what I'm doing right now is cutting around it with my scissors. And then I'm going to add the red and then the blue behind each of those. I'm trying to figure out what exactly I want to do. I thought I was going to add the blue, and then I realized, hey, it'll be sitting right on top of the red on red. So I decided to put the red next. I mean, even though it still touches the red, it's okay. It doesn't bother me. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that one out. And it's really not hard. And this glue tacks really quick, so it was really nice. So I went ahead and moving on to the blue one now. And then I'll be done with that. It takes just a second. I hold it still for a second to make sure it tacks, and then I pick up and I just start cutting. So it doesn't take long at all for it to go ahead and hold, and it's really easy to trim around these. Like I said, I don't even use an X-Acto knife. I just use my scissors. And you can't see the paper sticking out from, around them or anything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and, I added some glue on the back of that mushroom because it was on a more dimensional piece. And then I add these pieces down, set, one of my stencil butters over the top of it again, and let it sit there for a second, have a drink of coffee, see that my little flap can open, and that finishes this layout. I really do hope that you enjoyed this layout. If you did, please make sure to like and subscribe. Make sure to check out the ColorCast website. I believe new stuff goes live on the 25th. You never want to miss that. So thank you so much for watching. Bye.